Good morning. My name is Jose Quevedo, a hiker of vacation, and I'm civil engineer of the profession, and I will be your guide of the tour today. We're going to walk into cloud forest to see what I call the wonder of nature. Initially, from this point, we take a descent down an unroad route, and as we are cloudy forest will always be humid, so please do a slowly and carefully. The most important thing in a forest for me is to keep quiet, enjoy the sounds of the forest, and feel of sense, or all sense. After I tell you, I ask you to close your eyes and feel, and right now with me kind, let's go to all. Here already in the bowels of the forest will tell you about the biodiversity we have in Colombia and seek some examples of its importance in Colombia and the world. For that we have to situate ourselves first in the global context, which means Colombia in the context, although its size is not the largest. Colombia is considered the second most biodiverse country in the universe after Brazil, which is part of the small number of nations called megadiverse. We still do not have a complete inventory of the species that inhabit our territory. The reliable figures we have to allow us to assert that in 10 living species of fauna and flora of the planet Earth. At least one is the continental part of our country. In this way, according to the Colombian Biodiversity System and the Global Biodiversity Information Facility, Colombia occupies the first place and number of birds on Earth. The second in amphibian, freshwater fish and waterflies. The third on reptiles and palms, and the fourth in mammals. In marine biodiversity, although the fibers are less reliable, we also occupy a dominant place worldwide. We have about 120 species of sponges, 145 of corals, 2,250 of mollusks, snails, flying oysters, octopuses, and squids, 270 of echinoderms, of fungus and shellfish, and 2,050 of fish. These are among the species registered in the Colombian seas. Diversity is related to the variety of ecosystems and includes the different habitats from each one of these. In the map of the ecosystems of Colombia version 2015, to grab an example, the continental, insular, and marine arid 98 large ecosystems and more than 8,000 specific ecosystems. Colombia has 20% of the birds of the earth, being the condor the most representative and in danger of extinction. 14 species and 300 families of butterflies, with males in the second with greater variety. It is the first with greatest diversity of amphibians, 15%, crocodiles, 25%, turtles, 30%, 456 species of mammals, of which 30 are species of primates. In the complex mosaics of landscapes, province and geography, enclaves, ecosystems, and types of vegetation, the highest concentrations are between 500 and 1,200 meters above sea level. At this point, we are going to see mark 830 meters above sea level, and the risk is mainly guided by the rainfall and the degradation. And the reason is mainly given by the rainfall in a direct relationship to greater humidity, greater biological diversity. And in these intervals where was usually find close forests. In tropical forests, we have unparalleled diversity. In an 8 hectare, we can find more than 300 different species of trees, and a single tree we can count to have 100 different species that grow on their trunks and branches. There are about 30,000 epiphytes in the world, belonging to the 83 families, and more than half are in the tropical forests of America. Virtually every tree in a cloud forest in the Andean region is the host of one or more species of plant epiphytes. The flowers of the epiphytes constitute one of the most exquisite works of nature in its vegetal evolution. To the variety of shapes and colors that unfold to mimic, attract, and decide is the pollinators. Most epiphytes are not selective in the choice of hosts, but some have preference for certain trees. The quantity and diversity of epiphytes are determined by the degree of humidity, the texture of the cross, and the diameter and inclination of the branches. The composition of the changes from the base of the tree to the heights part generating the vertical stratification, adding structural complexity to the forest that allows the fauna to have resources in all the floors of the scenes. Epiphytes develop flowers to breed and naturally most compete of pollinators, bees, bumblebees, butterflies, and hummingbirds, not only among themselves, but with the flowers of other trees and plants of the understory to draw their attention, their flowers, in addition to its showy sacred nectars, with high energy quality of products strong aromas.